Welcome to Do You Want Fries with That? The only podcast where we talk about the craziest customer service stories firsthand from those working in the customer service industry. Because we've all had those days that made us want to quit. And let's be honest, this is the only therapy we can afford. I'm your host, Elana Rose, and I'm here to serve up your tea piping hot. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Here we are, episode 12 of Do You Want Fries with That? What a day. It's Friday. It's Fry-yay. It's Fry. Yay. And I have a guest with me today. Why don't you introduce yourself for the people?
Hey there. Hi there. My name is Christian Sanders, and I used to manage a McDonald's for 6 years.
Did you?
Yeah. I worked there for like 7, and then a year or two, I said, I don't want to wear this hat. And so
Did they make you physically wear a hat? Or
Yeah, that's part of the dress code was you had to wear a hat. If you're a crew member, you have to wear a hat. And I was like, I don't like this.
So, Christian,
Yeah.
me and you, we know each other. We met how many years ago?
So I think you auditioned for the Murder Mystery Company in 2020 and
3? That's right.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. So we met
So
murdering
September of
people for fun.
2020. That's right.
That's right. You can hire us anytime. Not a sponsor. But you're here today because you have expressed a deep-rooted retelling, a deep-rooted sensation of needing to get out these stories from your time at Mc-Scuse me?
And I actually,
What'd you bring?
I actually brought my name tag.
Oh my God. Wait, show the people. Look at this. Look at that. Hold on. Is it working?
I don't think so.
I don't know how this works. You influencers really frick this up for me. Because
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
It's
And anyway,
it's fun.
wow.
But this
They
was
let you
the
keep
one.
that?
What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
Say we need it back.
It's like, we
just-
need you to return
Hey,
this property.
We need no.
There he is, Christian,
Yeah.
manager.
I almost thought about coming in my old uniform.
I
was like
Christian,
maybe
I would have died if you
I
had
know.
just showed up. I would have started filming immediately, right away. You still have it. You didn't
I have-
donate it over time. You're
Well-
like, I need to get rid of this trash.
I donated all the shirts that I didn't wear. I kept the wardrobe that I wore the most. So I've got 2 or 3 ties, 2 shirts. And also the sweaters that they gave me were really nice. I
Oh.
still wear
The
the
McDonald's.
light sweater.
Does it have McDonald's on it?
No, I kept it because it was surprisingly brandless aside from the zipper pull that had it's a nice little leather zipper pull that had a little M on it. It was so fancy. I like
If you work at McDonald's now, has the wardrobe changed? I need to know
I think so.
how much different it is now.
I don't know. I mean, whenever I go there and buy something, the stuff I see him wearing is kind of the same, it looks like.
How long ago did you work at?
So I guess I started working, I started there in 2014.
2014. You were there for 7 years, 6 years.
Yeah, because I did work through the pandemic.
Okay.
I did work.
Sounds like it.
It was so wild.
Sounds like it.
That was even more fun.
And in general,
Just people. Yeah.
before we hop dive right in. How long have you been working in the customer service industry over the course of your life?
Oh, and because of my life, that was my first job, was working in a movie theater. Yeah. And so I
And what
guess
age
that
were you?
was, I must have been 15 or 16. I don't know. But that was 2011. So maybe I was,
So that's
I was
what year is it?
17 or
What year is it? I've lost track.
2026.
It's 2026. Still feels like 2020. I was like, I have no clue.
We're
what
all
year
just
it is.
caught in a time loop. It's
Uh,
never,
2026. And so mathing that, how many years?
that would be,
10, 11, 12,
no, it should
13, 15?
something like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
15?
No, 15 sounds about, that's 15 because 11 plus
Plus-
15 is 26.
There it is.
We're actors.
We did it. I didn't. You want to know what my math class was in college? Philosophy. That was my math class in college.
Yeah.
So don't ask me to do quick math. I'm very mad at it.
Quick math.
So, Christian, McDing-dongs. That's what we're talking about today, which I can't even imagine you being able to see as many things as you have. So before we dive into it, I do have a very important question for you, not to trigger you or anything, but do you want fries with that?
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
fries with that.
Great. I'm just going to snag them. I'm right over here. Fresh out the air fryer. They're fat crinkle cut fries. Okay. And then I have just a few sauces just for the people to note. I have a Guy Fieri garlic sauce for wings, essentially is what it is, but it's on sale. So thanks, Guy. And then I do have 2 sauces here. Again, I don't want to trigger you, but you are wearing the name tag. So
Asking for it, aren't I?
I have McDonald's Ranch and McDonald's Spicy Buffalo for you to choose from if you wish as well.
Thank you. I think the judgment of a good fry is what it tastes like on its own.
Oh, you probably shouldn't do that.
You know,
These are not the highest quality fry. They're from the freezer section.
these are definitely Ore-Idas.
No, was just recently frozen and unthawed fry.
Oh yeah.
Also on sale. Only the best for my guests. All right, Christian.
Well, what do you? Sorry to interject here.
No, please.
Is there a particular what franchise you think has the best fries?
That's such a good question. I used to love McDonald's fries. I did truly think they were the best in the West, but now I'm not sure. Maybe Burger King's is a really up there fry. I do like Burger King's fries a lot.
I've never heard anyone else praise, but
I love Burger King.
I think Burger King is fantastic for longevity. Like that's the kind of fry you can buy at drive-through, and then you get home and it's still good.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever tested that because I'm too nervous.
No, I think the way the structure is in the fries, whatever that food engineering is, it's that perfect width. It kind of keeps the heat, and it also, here's the thing about McDonald's fries.
Tell me the thing.
Is I do think that when they're made the way they're supposed to be made, I think they are
top tier.
They're top tier.
They're A+.
They're S tier fries.
S tier fry.
Okay. The problem is that when I was working there's like so many shortcuts that people took that they weren't cooking them the right way. And also they're just designed to be eaten within like the first 7 minutes.
So like some batches are good and then other batches are just like bullshit fry.
And in fact, that's probably where we should start, is just with like, there was a procedure where you've got the hopper and you've got your basket.
Okay.
You take the hopper, you take the basket, and it dumps a load of fries in the basket.
Okay.
Frozen, like they're nice frozen fries, and then you put them in the oil.
Got it.
Okay. And you're supposed to cook, and then you press a button and it starts a little timer. It's like, okay, we're gonna cook these fries for like 2.5, 3 minutes.
Sure.
You shake off all the oil, and then you dump them in the little
that vat,
fry vat, and then what you do is there's this salt shaker that you just pour over, and it's designed in a way where it stops. Like you pour it over, and then it just stops.
Yeah,
after
it's like on a.
It's the mechanical engineering of it is kind of like the chamber like refills with salt so that when you dump it over, it spills over, and just what was in that chamber, and it's designed. It's like one turn per batch of fries.
Yes. So everything should be
there's a system. And what would get and then of course once those fries go in the vat, the procedure was you sell them within about 7 minutes.
Okay.
Like
all of the fries that are in the vat?
Like in that vat, yeah, that should be that like anything that's in that vat after 7 minutes should be gone.
So funny that you say that, because when I had my friend Luke on, he worked at a Red Robin. And he talked about the exact same thing, about how their system is like, if you don't sell them within this amount of time, they should get thrown away.
And that's on paper how it should work.
Yes.
And that is the procedure. The problem is that you would run into managers who either poorly timed how fast their fries would run out. So they would when you're pressing the basket into the hopper, like they'd like double batch it. And you're like, well, now you're crowding the basket. These fries aren't going to cook well.
I've seen.
Right. Or they would just try and mix fresh fries with the old fries. And it's like, we can tell.
The consumers know.
We know. I'm like, the consumers know, we know. Like, who are you? Everyone knows.
Who are you fooling?
Who are you trying to fool?
But it comes from a place of just being like,
they're just trying to just not get in trouble and just not get yelled at. Right. Yes. They're just trying to cut down waste. That's the big thing, is it's like, because also in fast food, you count the waste at the end of the day and you're like, well, I've got 5 pounds of fries that are discarded. I've got 10 hamburger patties. I've got 3/4 pounder patties. I've got 3 McFlurry cups, whatever.
So as the manager, did you have to do that a lot? Like you had to be the one to note the waste?
Yeah. If I was one closing my shift, I would I was responsible for it. I would just delegate it a lot and just be like, hey, dude, have this for me.
And what did you start out as? You didn't start out as a manager.
No.
Would you?
Just crew. It was just the same old, which was, I got hired on the spot because I showed up in a white shirt and tie.
Wow, you fancy pants.
I was like,
McDonald's.
I was like, oh, this is where the bar's at. He's just like, yeah, you know, like you.
It's like you dressed up for this interview.
Yeah,
You're in.
Yeah,
you're in, pal.
No, the interview that I thought was like the second interview was the jar interview where they said, okay, here's your
schedule.
Like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, that was just a yes. Okay.
Oh, it was just a yes.
No. And then when I became manager and I started hiring people, I was like, oh wow, the bar really is
low.
Like, whoa, you can form full sentences. That is amazing.
Oh, brother.
This one dude brought his mom in during an interview and she sat next to him, and it's like, I don't think it was his choice for her to be there. That was the situation.
I've met moms like that before where they'll just like hover.
Yeah.
They're the hover mom. It's like, your kid is never going to be able to do things on their own.
The devouring mother. It's an archetype. The
devouring mom.
It's an archetype.
So where should we start?
Well, I was segueing with that fry story.
Go on.
Just
go on with the fries.
The fries. But yeah, so I think when McDonald's fries are cooked the way they should be, they're S tier immediately. And then other places, I think Burger King is up there too. And
I really like right now, Cane's. Cane's is just like, I know people are going to say their fries aren't great. I just love everything about Cane's.
I think they're okay. My problem with Cane's,
I like those, but better.
Yeah, they are.
They're like little crinkles.
Cane's get its flavor. They get their flavor from like their sauce, and I just don't like their sauce.
What? You don't like Cane's sauce? The thing that they're known for?
It's like an aioli, isn't it? It's like a mayonnaise aioli.
It's delightful.
I don't care. It's mayonnaise based. I'm just not.
So good.
I love the spice that's actually cooked into. Dave's hot chicken is great. Sure. Chick-fil-A is great, and then the hot and spicy McChicken. Like when the patty is, the spice is breaded in the patty, like that is great.
Here's a hot take. I think Chick-fil-A is overrated.
It's one of my top. I think it's in my top 5s.
Really?
Yeah.
It's your top 1.
I don't think there's a top 1 because it's the variety that keeps them all. Like I don't know, maybe Burger King. I think Burger King is the place I've eaten the most at.
So you'd say your time working in fast food didn't deter you from ordering from fast food? Because I feel like some people would be like, I'm never going near a fast food window ever. Yeah.
No, actually, I think what it did is it reduced this hysteria of it. And it was really cool. I got to see like how these things were made, how these things were processed. And I was like, oh, this is a whole lot of hullabaloo around whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because the procedures were good and they were pretty foolproof. So unless you've got like some idiot who just decided to stand in the lettuce container, right? Did you see that?
No.
Did you see that photo? No, dude, it was on 4chan, and this guy like posted a photo of him standing in 2 lettuce containers, and it's just a very resentful sentence. He's like, good luck ever eating at fast food again, not knowing who's going to be serving you. And the problem was though, like he posted it on 4chan. And in several hours, they tracked down based on the image data and like where he was. They're like, this is the exact location you work at. Yeah. This is the exact Burger King you work at. And he was like fired within like 2 days.
It's the internet.
It was like,
you get hired on the internet anymore. They'll find you. The people, they'll find you.
If you piss off the customers, if you piss off people who just like do that for a living.
So, tell us a little about your time in management and some crazy things that happened to you, and or the stories, let's be clear. Are they about a particular crazy customer or a person that you worked with or about the place in general?
No, it was the place in general. That's the idea here is what's so beautiful about McDonald's is it captures humanity in its entirety. It's the great melting pot of so many classes.
Wow.
And races and everybody. It is like, you can't find America more personified than McDonald's.
Wow. So you're saying McDonald's brings people together?
It does. It also tears them apart. It does everything because it embodies humanity in its entirety.
Wow.
And that was what was so cool. Because like you'd work drive-through and you'd see like this busted, broken down car. And then the one right behind it would be one that you couldn't even afford to lease on, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that you'd get a whole bunch of celebrities too that were coming through the drive-through, and so it was just everybody. It was like everyone likes McDonald's, dude.
And was it a McDonald's then that you worked at was out here? It's here.
Oh yeah, it's right down the street.
It's that one?
Yeah, it's that one. It was that one.
I won't say where, but it's very close.
Yeah. And so I'd walk to it. Like that was the 90% of the reason I worked there was it was walking distance. I was like, it takes me 10 minutes to walk here. This is perfect. And I would just do that. And yeah, so it was just like all of my experiences there are from just crazy things like the stupid decisions that customers made.
Okay.
Stupid decisions that like the crew would make.
Okay.
Just wild things that you're like, like it was a very interesting experience trying to understand people and where they're coming from. And a lot of them you could understand. You're like, I get that. Interesting choice, but I get why it was made.
Right.
You know?
Well, tell us one where you didn't get it. What's one that you remember?
Well, one I remembered was
that just like sticks out of your mind when you're like, out of my 7 years working here, this is the story I bring up.
Those stories are the
we'll
ones,
bring up to my grandchildren.
Yeah. Those are the ones that you're like, this has got to be a scam of some kind. Because you've got to be trying to scamming me of some kind, because this is not how a real person, there's no reason behind this. This has to be like you just being disingenuous. You're just trying to get free food. There's no legitimate way. It's one of those things where like one time you get this guy, he comes back and he says like, hey, I ordered a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, and there's no sausage on it. And the thing about the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin is it's a muffin, and it's a perfect circle. And the sausage patty is the perfect circle. And the round egg is like, it's a perfect circle.
It's all perfect.
And the cheese covers the entire thing. So if any one of those things is missing, you kind of notice it right away.
Yeah.
This guy brought back like 4/5 of it was eaten. He brings back, it is now a triangle. This circle is now a triangle. And he says, I want my money back. And I'm like, at this point, it's on you, dude. Like, you didn't notice, or whatever it was. It was something was on it that he didn't like, or something wasn't on it that he did pay for. And it's just like, hey, man, I don't know what to say. I can give you like 30 cents, you know?
Sure.
What did you pay for? You know? Or what's really fun is you'd have like pedantic customers who just like wouldn't understand inflation, I guess.
Sure. A lot of people don't.
They don't.
Right?
They don't. But it's like, you don't need to understand it to kind of know that
just
how it exists. And
like, I don't like the price.
Yeah, like this dude came up to me and he's like, this, grilled onion cheddar burger is $1.30. It was $1 last week. And I'm like, yeah, a Big Mac was 30 cents 20 years ago. Like, what do you
expect?
Unless it's false advertising.
Right.
Like, that's what I was trying to get at. I'm like, do you think that do you see, hey, let's look at the screen. Okay, let's wait for the onion cheddar burger to pop up on the screen. Let's see what price it says. And also, did I not read you back your total before you paid for it?
Right.
So it's just one of these things where you don't
hand holding.
Yeah. You don't get to play these games.
Yeah.
Or at least grow up.
Well, as a manager too, like you have more, not control, but you have more, like people were asking for you, right? Like how many times they're like, let me talk to the manager. And then you had to.
Yeah. It was fun. If I was summoned, they'd give me like a little synopsis of like what the customer was. Hey, this person wants that.
Right.
What was always fun is everyone's had this fantasy of like, let me talk to the manager.
Right.
And you're like, I am the manager.
And how many times did that happen to you?
A delightful amount of times where like, it's just like, you're just saying, you're just like,
is it right there? How
can I help you, buddy? How can I?
We talked to the manager. What was the craziest thing someone asked for the manager for, or the stupidest thing, or the thing that was just like, why do you need a manager? I'm sure I have that in my notes somewhere, but you brought your notes? Can we see your notes? What's going on in your notes?
This is private property.
These pages hold
McDonald's Corporation. Yeah.
If these pages could talk,
and
they're about to.
If these pages could talk,
they're about.
Then they'd be lawsuit. No, but like what was always fun was whenever I had to repeat exactly what like my crew just told them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, they're a good crew. Like they know what they're doing.
Right.
They told you the answer was more or less no. They couldn't accommodate what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just there to back up what they said. How much can you really accommodate at McDonald's? Like I feel like you can't. There's not like you can't ask for something not on something. I mean, I guess you can, but doesn't McDonald's like just kind of well, yeah, but there are like who's special requesting at McDonald's? Everybody. Why? Everybody. Why do people special request there? Because they just want it exactly the way they want it. And no, for example, okay, there's this one time I would do the night shift. Okay. The majority of my shifts were from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so you got them.
I got to
The
see
loonies.
everything. I'm telling you, humanity in its entirety, you know. I've seen guys drive with, I'm pretty sure, like a prostitute in the passenger seat. I've seen
What do you want?
you know, yeah, I
You
know.
want some McNuggets?
I want 20 nuggets. That's how they talk.
That's it. I want
20
I
nuggets.
want 20 nuggets.
That's
and
how
the broad in the passenger seat.
the
she'll
ladies
take,
of Valley Village, that's how they talk, you know.
And she'll take, what do you
Yeah.
want? You want a shake?
So-
Chocolate shake?
Yeah, I want a chocolate shake. And I'll give you a shake later.
And I'll shake you.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
But yeah, so I just, you know, everybody, you see everybody. And one morning I stayed a little later. A manager hadn't come in yet. They had slept in or they just weren't there. I was covering their shift an extra time longer. And one of the guys is really peeved. And I see him and he's making 30 sausage, egg, and cheese.
30.
He's lined up all the wrappers. He's lined up all the stuff. He's making all these things. And I'm like, whoa, like, that's a big order. Like, and he's like, yeah, like this guy comes by like every month and just orders 30 sausage, egg, and cheese with muffins. And I'm like,
He's prepping for the month. He freezes them and then
I'm 90% sure that's what he does.
can you
he's-
freeze them?
Yes. You don't even have to freeze it. You've seen the preservation photos of like, here's a patty from 1985.
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
How long did they last?
I don't know. This wasn't my experience. I didn't buy them. It wasn't my
You didn't
freezer they were going
No
in.
one asked this man who
No.
buys 30 to be like,
No.
hey, do you like,
Eh.
what do you
So
put them in a salad?
do they do they still taste good
Like, do they
on day 28?
There's that?
Yeah. But what I had seen was the guy didn't order 30 sausage, egg, and cheese muffins. I went to his receipt. He had ordered 30 English muffins, 30 slices of cheese, 30 round eggs, 30 sausages. He ordered all of them a la carte and saved like a bunch of money by doing that.
Really?
Yeah. But the special request was he still wanted them assembled like muffins.
No way.
And that's where I was so pissed off. I just learned about this. I'm like, that's not.
You can't do that.
No, it's like if you're not going to pay for the labor, you don't get to.
No.
No. So what I did is I was like, he had finished making them. By the time I found out all the information, he was actually pretty quick a worker. He had made them. We had parked him because
Okay.
those large
Right,
orders, you always
people-
park the car. You park the car, and I bring it out to him personally, and I'm like, hey, dude, this is the last time we're going to be doing this.
Yeah.
If you come here again, if you order these a la carte, you're going to receive them a la carte.
Yeah.
You're going to get a tray of 30 patties. You're going to get a tray of 30 round eggs. You're going to get like a Big Mac box of 30 slices of cheese in it. Like you don't get to
That's
do
how
this.
this works.
You don't get to play this
That's
game.
how this works.
And that was, man.
Was he upset?
We never saw him again.
So he went somewhere else then.
Yeah, he either found another McDonald's
place
to
to
like do that for him.
do his bidding.
But yeah, he was kind of like, he wasn't upset. It was more like he was gruff that we had caught on or we had set that boundary, or just like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can never understand when people are like, you make an exception for people, and when you finally tell them like, we can't make this exception anymore, that they get upset, because I'm like, we let you do it for this amount of time. You should actually be very grateful that we let you do this for this amount of time, and now we're telling you we can't do it anymore. People get upset. That's so entitled. It's so like, well, you've been doing it. Why can't you do it anymore?
Yeah. No, and that was what was really annoying. Was
sorry, we're bending the rules for you this whole time.
Yeah, no, and so you'd have managers who was like, okay, that precedent has been set, and it was set because they were too afraid of annoying a customer or pissing them off, which was something that was really neat as just a person in general, was growing in that position. And the amount of boundaries I started creating because of that, where I'm like, oh, cool. Like I can tell someone no.
Yes.
And that's entirely appropriate.
Yeah.
And it was just this shift of like, in the first 1 or 2 years, I just was not having it anymore.
Yeah.
And there were people where I'm just like, as someone who grew up very non-confrontational, it was like, I became very comfortable with confrontation, and not in like a seeking it out kind of way, but in this way of like, hey man, it's your face that's getting red, not mine. You're the one losing your voice, yelling at me. I'm just existing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go back there and have some fries.
You definitely get some thick skin working in customer service, because I know, like, when I was younger too, I'm sure a lot of things would bother me when it came to like confronting customers or having something like not go correct, because not everything's going to go smoothly. It never does, you know? I mean, obviously it does, but it's never always going to go smoothly.
Yeah.
Especially when there's people who do exist who do make things hard on purpose. Like there's people in life who will just make things hard to make them hard. They don't care. They'll just give you an extra task, or they'll be mean to you for no reason, or any of those things. They just want to make it hard for you. And when I was younger, those things really did upset me. Like I would be upset. Like it would probably carry with me through the rest of the day. I'd think about it a week later and go, oh, what have I done? I'm the worst person ever. No. Now, kind of going into yourself, you can kind of understand that it's not that serious. It's
very rarely is it.
It's only as serious if there's like an allergy thing.
Yeah.
That's when it's serious. Anything else, it's not that serious.
Even the fire that we had, I was like,
what fire did you have?
It was like a small electrical fire. And this dude panicked and like ran and like grabbed the fire extinguisher and I'm like, that would have gone out in like 2 seconds. Yeah, it would have been fine. You know, now we have to remake all this food that's gotten fired.
How dare you?
I was like, come on, dude. Like, yeah.
It's never that serious. It's like, do you want to die on this hill? Yeah. You know, a lot of people, like when you see those freak out Karen videos online, I'm sure you've had a few.
I think I've been in one or two. There's this one, this dude filmed me. I know I'm in this video. I'm like, I just want to know where that video is.
I bet we could find it.
I bet. But that was another situation. That was okay. What he wanted. So we spoke about fries earlier and how these things need to be done. And when they're done right, they're really great.
Right.
And so whenever someone kind of gives me back fries and they're like, hey, can I get a fresher batch? It's like, totally, I get that.
Yeah.
This was clearly something that slipped through, you know, my fingers and I'll make you a fresh batch. But of course, if we're going to make it to order, I do need you to park.
Yeah.
You know, that's always the thing is, yeah, I can fix this for you. If you wouldn't mind pulling up into the side, it's going to be about 3.5 minutes. I've got the next 5 orders ready to just hand out.
Yeah.
If you would be so kind. And that's what was really annoying was the people who would not park. And they're like, no, I'm going to wait here. And they're like, I really need you to park.
If you could just like drive up a foot.
Yeah, just go there. Just can you not block the customers so that they can get their food and leave the drive-through? The street's right there. They just need to make a thing.
Small ask.
It's a very small ask, and again, you try and rationalize with them where it's like, that's why I want you to park. I don't understand why you wouldn't. And after a couple back and forths, you know, that was actually one of the first moments where I did kind of like stand up for.
Put your foot down, be like, go park your damn car.
And what it was is I said, hey man, look, your fries are coming out in about 3.5 minutes.
Right.
They're going to be over there, whether you're there or not. And then you just shut the window on them. And that's exactly what happened was like, it was kind of just like, I was just like looking at him through the window and then just kind of keeping busy and doing other stuff.
Yeah.
And then his fries come out and he's still there. And
take him to the park.
And I do. And I package it up. I do it. And I hold his bag up. I look at him through the window and then I like exit the front door and I start walking to where he should have parked.
Yes.
And I
redemption.
Like I'm just like dangling it. And then on top of that, there was like this reverse chicken where like I'm in the headlights holding his bag.
What is it, like 12 a.m.?
Yeah, it was dark. It was dark. So it would have been like 9 or 12 or 1. And so in addition to the 3 minutes it took to cook his fries, there was like another 2 minutes of him not pulling up. And he eventually just started inching forward and his friends, and then like as they pull forward, like his friend's phone is out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey man, why'd you have to do that?
What do you think the video is titled? McDonald's manager stands in parking spot to deliver fry. So they're so stupid. It's like, who cares? Who cares? Do you want your fries or you don't want your fries? The fries. The French fries. They're fries.
And that was the funny thing though was like, I think his fries became as warm as those original fries were. Like, it's like,
because of how much time,
you know,
had passed. The lifespan of a McDonald's fry is 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, that's all, you know, again, a 7-minute window and you've already waited in the drive-thru 2 of them. Like, it's not gonna, you know, but, no, it's, so you'd just have those people. But what was nice is you have occasionally you'd have the person who would actually be a little vulnerable, and they'd say, hey, I don't want to park because like whenever you guys park me, like whenever McDonald's parks me, they forget about me, and end up waiting there for like so long, and I don't get my food.
Okay, but how long is so long?
Sometimes like they I don't know, whatever they tell me, and I'd be like, I get that. There was one time where someone didn't tell me they parked someone. One of the crew parked a person, they didn't tell me about it, and they came by and they're like, I've been waiting for like 20 minutes.
That's a lot.
For 20 minutes, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I'd verify that. I'd see their receipt, and I'd look at the cameras, and I'd be like, okay, you were the second window at this time, and like, yeah, that was 23 minutes ago. And that was always frustrating too, where it's like, dude, you need to tell me if someone's waiting on food.
Yeah.
Because those slip ups would happen. And so with those people who were like, I don't want to park because I've been forgotten in the past, then it's like, hey, thanks for letting me know. I'll personally take care of this. I'm going to personally oversee this. And that's my deal with you is you help me move this drive-through along. I will personally be in charge of that food. And in some cases, it's like we could even work it out where, it's like, oh, okay, like you ordered nuggets. Well, the person behind you ordered nuggets too. Let me just give them yours and I'll get you a fresher batch so that everything's kind of fresh.
Right.
Let's make sure that everything you're waiting on is coming out at approximately the same time.
Right.
And just things like that where, it was very, very reasonable to just negotiate with those customers and say, yeah, here's what you want. Here's what I want. Let's do this.
Well, that's like the epitome of fast food, right? Is if it's not 2 seconds fast, then people get antsy about it, right? It's like
and that's everything that we're living in right now. Is everything is new gratification.
Yeah.
Same day shipping.
Yeah.
Amazon is about to launch 1 hour shipping in select cities.
What's 1 hour shipping?
It's 1 hour shipping.
You get it in an hour?
You get it in an hour, and they're testing it in select cities, right? We've got fast food. We've got you can binge anything you want on Netflix the entire season. Like you can get anything you want pretty relatively fast. And I think that's just really corroding people's expectations.
Do you think McDonald's started it? Do you think McDonald's is the catalyst of fast? Let's contemplate that.
Callers, we're taking your calls.
Do
you think fast food? Yes. Yeah, I actually think it started back in
whatever.
World War II.
It's not that serious.
That would be I bet you someone does think that. They're like, it started with the military's deployment of quick refills and munitions resupply.
That's it. It
started with the button-up shirt.
It did start with the button-up shirt. You have to button. But that's the thing about McDonald's is I remember watching the founder.
Yeah.
And then immediately being like, wow, this whole system truly was like unique to its circumstance, and it just shaped fast food. And now I feel like it really did shape the needing of
fast
quick
culture,
the need for quick, the need for speed.
When I first started working there was this idea of it was going to be remodels.
The McDonald's?
Yeah. Oh. And I was like, okay, cool. When it remodels, I'll leave.
It's going to be a bougie remodel of McDonald's.
Yeah. And so, but like the bureaucracy of it all was the remodel kept on getting pushed back year after year after year. And I didn't mind that because the longer it got pushed back, the more money I saved up.
Yep.
And so finally they had, after the pandemic, they kind of broke ground and they're like, all right, we're going to do this. And that was the conversation I had with my manager, where the store manager, and she's like, hey, we're going to transfer you to like Glendale. And I'm like, no, this is the perfect time. I appreciate you. This is where it ends. But that was the premise going into the job was what, so there was no like snapping. There was no breaking point.
Right.
If anything, it was a death by 1,000 cuts where I'm just like, I just don't want to be like, walking in here anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's the job where you're always walking into a fire. There's always something that's already happening. There was this one time that like I was walking up to the restaurant and there was already an argument between a manager and a customer.
Okay.
I see this and I kind of walk past him and I kind of like, just blah, blah, blah. And she sees me. She sees, oh, please, tell her this, tell her whatever. And I'm like, hey, I haven't even clocked in. Let me clock in.
Let me have a glass of water.
Let me have my glass of milk, and then I'm gonna.
And then I'm gonna come. Maybe this is a good time for everyone to just like take a breather.
I'll be right out. Go in. I clock in, and then it's like, what's up? Okay. Apparently, what had happened was this lady goes through drive-thru and she starts asking questions about the contents of the foods. Like, hey, I want this and I want that. And oh, what kind of salads do you have? Oh, we have this and that. Okay. The gal on the headset, she's like, we have this and that. We have this and that, because this is where you press the button, right?
Right here.
There's the stem. And you get to press, there's 2 buttons. You can press this one to talk to the customer.
Okay.
And you get to press like the one right behind it to talk to like other people on the headset.
Got it.
Right? So you go,
It's dual function.
So that's why it's boop, 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 boop. And it's like, how many calories are in the salad? She's like, that salad has about this or that. She's like, okay, cool. And the strawberry banana smoothie, how many calories are in that?
You're at McDonald's, ma'am. Do you know where you are? This is not a Earth Cafe. This is McDonald's.
Okay, but here's the thing. That's what the gal said. But she pressed the wrong button. She meant to say that to some other person. She's like, she goes, why is she asking about calories? Doesn't she know she's at McDonald's? Why is this bitch asking about calories for? But she didn't press the button to talk to the other person. She spoke the headset.
No.
And so she said that right to this customer.
Amateur move. Amateur hour.
Amateur move.
Amateur move.
And that's what started all of this. And so like she got in a fight with the gal taking the orders and the customer, and it's like, what? And all that. I kind of don't quite know because again,
You just had a right.
This wasn't my shift.
You just walked in.
This wasn't my shift. And so like, I don't know, like I de-escalated the situation, which is 80% of what I did there.
Sure.
Not even as a manager, out of all the managers, like I was generally the one that was asked to de-escalate the situation because I had
you were just good.
It was a good combination of I was patient, but I also had boundaries and I could negotiate well. And it was just like, hey, tell me how you're feeling and we'll work this out. And so I kind of spoke to her and I'm like, hey, and it was nice because I was a very neutral party in a position of ignorance. So when I asked her these questions, it was a very genuine, hey, help me out. What happened here?
Yeah.
And she let me know what happened. And
then did you say, well, yeah, you are at a McDonald's. Did you?
That was in the back of my head. I was like,
forget about that.
Yeah. But also, this was also, McDonald's does have a reputation, but they also have some pretty solid, healthy stuff there.
Like?
Well, like the salads.
Are they healthy salads?
They were, they're not deep frying the lettuce. They're not like, Do you choose to eat it with the balsamic vinaigrette, or do you choose to ask for 2 ranch packets?
Right.
Right.
It's all on the dressing.
Life is what you make of it, baby.
It's all on the dressing.
So, and I don't know how much sugar is in the smoothies. I'm sure there's a lot. But
when I think of my health first, I don't think I'm thinking, oh, let me go to McDonald's, but I could be wrong.
But here's the thing though. I ate there every shift and I stayed like 120.
What did you eat? What was your go-to?
McChickens, quarter pounders, fries. I was eating like all the stuff.
You also I feel like you have like a quick metabolism. Do you?
I mean, whether I do or I don't, I know my body enough to like not overload or overload it.
Sure.
So I know that's always been my whole thing. Well, like that Super Size Me documentary.
Yeah.
And then
we had to watch that in high school.
Yeah. And then like several years later, people were saying this wasn't adding up. They're like, this doesn't make sense for him to be gaining this much weight. And they found like a bunch of, not fraud, but he was really fudgy. He was also, I'm pretty sure he was like an alcoholic. So he was, there were a lot of unhealthy decisions he was making outside of that I'm sure his Super Size Me wasn't helping.
No.
But it wasn't this cause.
It wasn't just.
Yeah. Like there's a high school gym teacher.
That one really blew up.
Yeah. And this high school gym teacher was like, this just doesn't make sense if it's like a calories in, calories out situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he replicated what he ate every day, and he didn't experience the same effects. Yeah. And so, but no, the deluxe breakfasts are great. I love those. Yeah. The quarter pounders, whenever they'd have promotional items, they had like cheesy bacon fries for a bit, and that was so fun. Oh, that sounds so good. And it was like, yeah, you'd get like, your little carton of fry, and you'd squeeze like 3 things of the cheese, like the cheese.
The cheese whiz?
The cheese.
Your own cheese whiz? The McDonald's cheese whiz?
That's the McDonald's. That's an unholy sentence.
Now, I think this could be a fun little segue real quick. I think I want to give this a go here.
Okay.
I want to look up the McDonald's that you worked at, and I want to look at some of the Yelp reviews.
I know I'm named on one of them.
Okay. So we're going to go in. So we're going to go McDonald's, and we're going to look for the one near. Yes.
Allow this time.
That's right.
We're not allowing you our location every time.
I don't need it every time.
But we're allowing it this
Google
time.
Chrome.
Google.
Okay. Okay, fuck that. We're going to just go.
You had your chance.
This is right here.
No, well, we're over here. This is Sherman Oaks. If this is.
Oh, yeah, we're over here.
We're right. That one right there.
This is the one.
That's the one.
Okay, so the current stars on this McDonald's that Christian used to work at is 3.7, which not bad. Not bad in terms of a McDonald's, in terms of the reviews. So we're just going to go right over here. A lot more 5 stars than there are others, but the next, we don't want to look at that. We want to look at something a lot more juicy. So we're going to go over here to the oneies. And this will go from most recent to least recent. And I think if we find one in here that, this is a novel. I'm going to read this one from 5 months ago from somebody who wrote a nice little novel about this McDonald's. And I think I've said this in an episode before. If you're writing a bad review about anywhere, when you do it about a place that's fast food related, if it's not something that's going to kill you, maybe just move on. Anyway, here's what this person said. This was from 5 months ago. Slowest McDonald's on the planet still managed to mess up the order twice. And the tiny chaotic parking lot feels like a live action traffic hazard, especially with the Uber drivers blocking the only exit. Interesting. Do they do that?
If they don't move.
Because there's only one exit.
Yeah.
Avoid unless you enjoy frustration with a side of fries. I know I do.
That's so good.
This person had
the side of fries.
This person had the best time writing this review. If I could give this McDonald's 0 stars, I absolutely would. This place is the definition of inefficiency. We sat in the drive-thru for an unreasonably long time, long enough to question every life decision that brought us there, only to receive an order that was completely wrong with 2 crying kids in the back. Why were they crying? Why are your children crying in the back of the car? We went back to get it fixed, waited again, and somehow they still managed to mess it up a second time. Truly impressive levels of incompetence. And let's talk about the parking lot. Yes, reviewer, let's talk about the parking lot. I've seen go-kart tracks with better design. It's tiny, cramped, and constantly jammed up. Trying to leave feels like attempting to escape a maze designed by someone who hates people. Uber drivers park wherever they want, including right in front of the exit, which only adds to the chaos. Overall, this location is a masterclass in how not to run a McDonald's. Do yourself a favor and go literally anywhere else. This is what McDonald's responded to this, by the way. They just said, and I quote, "We'd like to look into this further for you. Please contact us at this URL link, very long, to provide additional information." Very good, McDonald's. Very corporate.
Yeah. Very basic response.
Oh, we're sorry. Very corporate response of, go mark this down, please. Thank you. In our records. So we have record of it. Let's see here. This is fun. One of them actually has pictures. And this is what's funny about is you never know if someone's posting just a post or if they actually have a grievance. So, for example, this post is from 3 years ago, and it includes pictures of a box of chicken nuggets. One of the nuggets has a little bite or a little piece missing. It looks like a little bite. And the comment says, "Looks like chicken nugget bite piece served. Change 1 is not complete cooked. I got terrible chicken nuggets. Never ever." Also, if you write a review, fucking read it aloud to yourself before you post it.
Yeah, that first one was art. That first guy, that was
peak performance.
We got a poet in our drive-through. That's
because they were sitting there for so long. They finally
they were here drive-through way.
It's I need to write this.
If I don't get my food before I finish this review.
But in this picture, there is a bite taken out of this nugget. But how do I know that you didn't take the bite? How do I know this person didn't take the bite out of the nugget and then write a review? As another reviewer, I'm like, you totally took a bite out of this nugget. And then said someone else took a bite out of it. I don't know that for sure. I don't know you. Oh, this person had another novel. I love when they're novels because I feel like people really get into it. Did you find one?
I found a good one. I found a bad one, but I didn't find the one I'm thinking of, which is it was an Uber Eats mistake. And as soon as the post, I remember the phone call with her.
Okay.
And basically what had happened was we had messed up an order and she had ordered 2 apple pies and we only put in 1. Okay. which is very easy to misread. The way it said it was supposed to be 2 apple pies was a very confusing way. And so the guy who made the bag only put in 1. And I get the call and it's like, hey, we got half as many pies. I think she got 4 pies.
We got half pie.
Yeah. She ordered 4 apple pies and she only got like 2 of them. And she wanted a refund, but she ordered through Uber Eats. And that's where my power is limited. Yeah. I'm like, I can't give you a refund.
You have to get it through.
Not even a, I won't do this. It's like, I don't have your payment info here.
Yeah.
I can't remotely refund you anything. All of my refunds as a manager are by taking your card and swiping the same card that you paid with.
Yes.
Right? Like, I can't enter in numbers. I can't do anything like that. And I was trying to explain to her what it's like. And I was agreeing with her. I was like, no, you're right. This one is actually 100% on us. I know exactly what happened. I know exactly why it happened. If you want to come in person, I know this defeats the purpose of Uber Eats. But like, if you can somehow make it here, I'm happy to give it to you. My hands are very much tied with this.
I mean, you're a third party. It's a third party. You paid them.
And so that was her big complaint was like, she had she sent a review about apple pies.
Yes. The apple pie review. Now to finish it off, I do want to read this one here, but this was from 7 months ago. All right. So still in the span of less than a year. She notes the date and I quote, on Sunday, September 28th, 2025.
Year of our Lord, 2025.
I visited the McDonald's on. I'm gonna cut that. I
visited McDonald's on.
I visited the McDonald's for a curbside pickup. Unfortunately, all the designated curbside parking spots were occupied, so I had to walk in to collect my order. No biggie. It was a busy morning, but I must commend the employee who assisted me. They were quick to locate my order. However, when I finally got home and took my first bite of the sausage McMuffin with egg, I noticed something alarming. I discovered a screw nail embedded in my sandwich. If I hadn't checked, I could have swallowed it or even damaged my teeth. This was extremely concerning and left me quite upset. I returned to the restaurant to show the manager, not Christian, what I had found. She issued a refund for just the sandwich, but didn't have much to say other than an apology and mentioned that she would need to discuss this issue with her supervisor. Overall, this experience was very troubling, and I hope they take the necessary steps to address this serious oversight. Did you ever experience any nails in your burgers?
No, I've never experienced any nails or screws. I think that happened once or twice when I was working there. And it was so
How
weird.
does that happen? How does that just happen?
I'm not positive because I never really was in the kitchen. So I wasn't sure on what device they're using that can even happen with. I feel like that happens.
Before it gets sent to the location?
No, because the round eggs, based on what she ordered, that would have been made in-house, so to speak. Because the round eggs, you pour them, you crack them in the mold. And that's,
Right.
It's actually really only the folded eggs that are shipped to us. And then the scrambled eggs we make there too. But yeah, no, it's just the maintenance stuff like that happens. I remember even before I worked there as a customer, I had this crazy, like I took my drink and it was really flat. And I look in there and there's like this thing bobbing it's like this giant plastic thing that's bobbing in the drink. And later, once I started working at McDonald's, I was like, oh, that's what that thing was. It's like from the soda machine. It's the flavor. Like, it just
fell out.
It just fell out. Yeah. It's the thing that dispenses it's the flavor switcher kind of a thing. We're just like,
Well, Christian, thank you so much for being here with us today. Before we wrap up, I like to end my segments first by saying, do you have any advice you want to give to the people from your time working in customer service, and perhaps something that will give people hope who also are working in customer service out there?
It might be difficult because I know it's a very dehumanizing job, and it kind of begets this very negative attitude.
Yeah.
But if you genuinely can learn to sort of, I don't know, it's a good opportunity to practice empathy and try to figure out where people are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And that genuinely does make it better where, hey, target fixation, like whether you're always moaning and whining or whether you're always just kind of a chipper attitude, It sounds cheesy, but that actually really helps a lot. Is just knowing which kind of camp you're setting your tent up in. So
Very nice. And I know a lot of times people do customer service jobs to support a dream or a passion or a goal that is outside of the customer service industry. So, what is that dream or goal that you are out here to accomplish, and where can people find you to help support you in your journey?
I mean, I just always enjoyed performing, and so that's what I've been doing out here. And I don't know, support me. Just
You're on Instagram or
I
some
see,
sort of something. I'll link it.
yes,
So whatever you want.
yes.
to be.
My Instagram is pickle nipples, and that's an underscore between pickle.
I did
and
need you to
nipples.
say that out loud.
Yes. Instagram is pickle nipples underscore between pickle and nipples. So that's where you can find me.
I'll link it. I'll link it below. All right. Christian, thank you so much. Thank you, Manager McDonald's,
Mr.
Christian,
Manager.
Mr. Manager. And don't forget, folks, keep your friends close, keep your fries hot, and don't forget to tip your waiter. Bye. Ba-da-ba-ba. Bye.
Oh, are you about?